EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for the weekend, September 23rd and 24th, 2023. We have a nor'easter affecting the region this weekend, post-tropical depression, which was, of course, making landfall this morning in North Carolina as a tropical storm slash hurricane. It's very close to the perimeter of that, but it doesn't matter. In our area, the impacts are going to be the same, and I'll discuss that here in today's video. Pitch a Tent Rental Company sponsors the weekend video forecast. Pitch a Tent is located in Fogelsville, Pennsylvania, and serves the greater Lehigh Valley and surrounding regions. If you have an upcoming party, they're excited to serve your needs. They would like to remind you that all good things come in different shapes and sizes, and they can help you decide what's right for your event. No job is too small, said no woman ever. So don't be shy and be sure to party with Pitch a Tent. Should you choose to forego renting a tent for your event, be sure to bring your rubbers, as in rubber boots. Visit them at pitchatentrentals.com and save 10% when you mention EPAWA in the comments section when you submit for a reservation inquiry. This would have been a great weekend for renting a tent and not having your event that you had to have outside go on as planned. They could have helped you with that this weekend, so this is a very good option for pitchatentrentals.com for the tents and for your event to make sure that you go on as scheduled without having the weather interfere with that event. So today we have, of course, tropical storm or hurricane. I'm doing this video here at 11:45 p.m. and at the time I'm recording it, it's a tropical storm. It's on the verge of a hurricane. It's very close, and it may reach hurricane status very briefly before it reaches the Carolina coast. That is a possibility. So don't shoot me if this does in fact become a hurricane before it gets to landfall here on the Carolina coast. But once it makes landfall, it is going to weaken. Okay, it's going to weaken over southeastern Virginia. By the time it gets up near the Chesapeake Bay and affects our region, it is post-tropical at that point, okay? Here is the National Hurricane Center and what they have for this event. Again, they do have it making landfall as a tropical storm, and that's indicated by these black S's that are on here. Once you get up to the D's up here, this is a post-tropical depression because their background color is white, so that indicates that it's post-tropical at that point. So what does that mean? That just means that it's going to be a nor'easter for our area. That's it. There's really no tropical characteristics once it gets up near the Chesapeake Bay and up near Baltimore. I don't think it's going to be as bad as what the media outlets will have you believe, but there is the opportunity here for some strong northeasterly winds. We'll get to that in a second, and some very heavy rainfall across the region. Now, the recent trends this evening from the evening runs of the NAM in particular are not too thrilled with what's going to happen on Saturday. It's more Saturday night and during the day here on Sunday where we have the most rain, which is a little bit of a shift from in thinking from what we had earlier. We had Saturday being kind of like the brunt of this, and then once you get into Sunday, it was more showery. Well, it kind of reversed a little bit, but our map that we produced for rain, it was accounting for both days in total. Here's what the rain map we put out on Weather Alerts has for this event. So anywhere in the lighter green is generally less than a half inch of rain. Anywhere in the darker green is between a half and 1 1/4 inches of rain. 1 1/4 to 1 3/4 in the yellow, 1 3/4 to 2.5 in the orange, and highest likelihood area to meet or exceed 2.5 inches would be in the red. So these areas down here in the south have the best chance to see the highest rainfall totals from this entire system, and this is total rainfall expected between Friday night and Monday night. So even though it shifted from Saturday being a little bit less and Sunday being a little bit more, we did this map in terms of the entire event. We're trying to capture the entire event and see what we got for this as this moves northward. Here's the European model, and it brings the rain. Again, that big slug goes offshore here on Saturday, but then we have the low itself moving over the region here on Sunday, giving us periods of rain during the day on Sunday. It's going to start later Saturday night before the before this finally moves away. And there is a chance that Monday gets a little bit of showers here, but there's nothing shown here in the European model Nothing shown on the short range NAM either, so I'm not really totally thrilled with the idea that Monday is going to have any rain left over at that point. Let's start this off with the NAM high-res future simulated radar here at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. You see some showers across the region. These aren't particularly heavy at this point. And as it moves north and west, it doesn't remain. There's really no heavy rain noted with this particular run of the NAM that ran this evening. So is it going to be heavy on Saturday? It might not be. It might be later in the overnight that this starts coming in a little bit heavier and goes into Sunday. That is certainly a possibility. But we do think there's going to be a lull in the action when we get in the afternoon here on Saturday into part of the evening. Now, this is important because we have a couple things going on here. Well, several things going on that you guys have made me well aware of this week. We have the Bloomsburg Fair. We have Celtic Fest. There's some events going on the shore with marathons and things like that. There's the Phillies are playing a home game against the New York Mets. Game 3 of a 4-game series is scheduled for 4:05 today. Well, here is 4 o'clock on the NAM, and it's showing nothing in Philadelphia. Is there an opportunity for this game to be played today? Yes, there is. Okay, because the rain doesn't move back in, and according to the NAM anyway, until we get until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Well, the game might be over by then. You might have a window of opportunity to get this game in, even though it's going to be windy, and it's not going to be, the sun's not going to be out, certainly, but you're going to have the opportunity for maybe a passing shower and the opportunity for this game to be played. State College has the whiteout game tonight between Penn State and Iowa, and that is at 7:30. Well, here's 7 o'clock. There's some showers that are in the vicinity. Very light showers are in the vicinity during the game. This is not a washout, but it's still going to be enough that it's going to be kind of wet. Certainly bring a poncho there here in State College. The Bloomsburg Fair, which is up here, is going to be wet to start the day. You're going to get that same break that everybody else is getting, okay? And then once we get in the evening, we start getting those showers come back through again. So there's a lot of things going on today, a lot of things going on this weekend. I've been telling people on Twitter, listen, it's if you're looking for an excuse not to do something this weekend and you just want to veg and watch college football, watch pro football, just do it. I mean, it's that's kind of like food for the soul. I mean, you need that every once in a while, just to veg out and not do anything, right? I, for one, have a lot of projects outdoors that I want to get done. This is not an outdoor weekend. It's just not. Okay? And the other aspect to this, in addition to the rain that I just showed you in that rain map, is going to be the wind. And before I get into the Sunday, I want to show you that too. Here's the wind projections for this system. We'd have this map here on weather alerts as well. In the interior, I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. Maybe some gusts up to 25 here in the lighter blue. The medium blue here is looking at some gusts that are occasionally. These are peak gusts through the entire event. They could get in the 25 to 35 range, 35 to 45 in area C, which is the darker blue here. And then right along the immediate coast, I think, is the worst winds. We're going to have some wind gusts that are going to be in the 45 plus category, maybe as high as 55 miles per hour, right along the immediate coast as this low pressure moves away. And this is going to be on Saturday and Saturday night, okay? This is not going to be Sunday. So I want to get to the wind first so you can see what that's going to be doing. And once we get past this point here on, we get to late Saturday night to see the rain increasing again. And this might be some of the heavier rain. Again, the NAM switched a little bit from Saturday to now Sunday as being the rainy day as this low pressure moves through the region. And you have some moderate to at times heavy rain going through the day here on Sunday during the daylight hours. Again, South Philadelphia has a scheduled game at 1 o'clock. That's probably not happening at that time, but if they decided to move it a little bit later, this could probably be played here on Sunday. So, there's some workarounds here. Even though we have a nor'easter here and this is a big deal, the media would have you think that this is an incredible deal. It's not, but it's just some rain. Just stay inside and wait the weekend out, and once you get to Monday, it should be a lot better. 3-kilometer NAM is running out of range here Monday morning with nothing in the vicinity. We go over to the 12-kilometer version of the NAM, and throughout the day here on Monday, it really doesn't have anything. Maybe a stray shower over northern New Jersey during the afternoon or evening, and that's it. It doesn't have anything. European model doesn't have anything here on Monday, so it might not have anything at all in the wake of the system here on Monday. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. But once this gets beyond this, it looks like once we get to Tuesday, we're mostly cloudy and no precipitation, but mostly cloudy here on Tuesday. And then I'm expecting partly cloudy skies Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. We'll have to watch the system here off the southeastern U.S. coastline again, which is the remnants of Ophelia and whatever nor'easter we just had. The GFS had this striking back here again next weekend. I don't think that's right, but we'll have to watch the upper level low here in the Ohio Valley, which will dictate that as we get later into next week. But I don't want to get into that right now. I just wanted to cover the impacts of this particular system and what to expect here on Saturday and Sunday, because I really think that's the meat and potatoes of this nor'easter that we're going to be affected by here over the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for the weekend, September 23rd and 24th, 2023. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.